Hello friends, welcome back to another video. In this video, I will be providing you the solution of data without the degree, democratizing ML and AI last lab, that is Vertex AI Tabular Data Qwik Start. Okay, so before starting the solution, I want to inform you that the data degree deadline is extended by one more day. आज ये 19th को डेड होने वाला था, एंड होने वाला था, लेकिन अब 20th तक कर दिया, तो हमारा वन डे अभी भी रिमेनिंग है. तो कोई भी लैब अगर आपकी बची हो तो जल्दी जाके कंप्लीट करें. ये हमारी लास्ट लैब होगी और सारी लैब का सॉल्यूशन आपको आई बटन पे क्लिक करके मिल जाएगा. कंप्लीट प्लेलिस्ट है दैट यू कैन एक्सेस बाय क्लिकिंग ऑन द आई बटन. विदाउट वेस्टिंग टाइम, स्टार्ट दिस लैब एंड वेट फॉर द पेज टू बी लोडेड अप. Once the page gets loaded, simply click on the Start Lab button and wait for the credentials. After that, click on this Open Google Cloud Console, right click on it and open it in private window or in incognito mode, otherwise you will face certain issues. तो incognito mode में ही open करना है, ध्यान रखें. Email ID will be automatically pasted up, simply click on the next button. We need the password only. हमें email ID मिलती है, हम password चाहिए होता है, तो password के लिए copy करेंगे. Come back to here, paste the password under here, click on the next button and wait for it to get logged in. A welcome message will be arise, wait for it. Click on this I understand button. Now we get logged in into a Google Cloud Console. Here we need to accept some terms and condition. Terms and condition हमें accept करनी होती है, तो wait for it. A pop-up will arise here. Click on this agree and continue. By simply clicking on this and click on agree and continue. Now we need to search for the Vertex AI under the search bar. So click on this top corner, top bar. Click on Vertex AI. Type Vertex AI. Click on this, and it will load our Vertex AI page. So wait for this page to be loaded up. Once the page get loaded, simply click on the enable all recommended API. Wait for it to get enabled. थोड़ा सा wait करेंगे enable होने का. Once the API get enabled, simply click on create dataset button. We need to create the dataset. Wait for it to get load. Simply click on, first of all, we need to change the dataset name. Okay, so remove this whole dataset name. Remove it. Now come back to the left for the dataset name. Keep scrolling to the task number 1 and copy this dataset name very carefully. No, this is the import file path. Okay, so the password or the dataset name is this one, the fifth point. Okay, so copy it very carefully. ध्यान से आपको copy करना है. Fifth point में है हमारा dataset name. Simply come back to here, paste it under the here. ध्यान से paste करेंगे यहाँ पर. Make sure there will be no extra spacing. अगर कोई extra spacing होगी तो error आएगी. Click on the tabular button. After that, simply scroll down. Keep scrolling. Make sure region में आपका US Central 1 select हो. Click on the create button and wait for it to get created. Once it is complete, you will be redirected to the next page, and here we need the path. So simply scroll down, keep scrolling and copy this path. This is the path we need to import a file, CSV file. So copy it very carefully from the cloud storage. Come back to here, wait for this page to be loaded. After that, we need to click on the select CSV file from cloud storage. Okay, so now paste the import path, paste it here and keep scrolling. Click on the continue button and wait for it to get created. So once you redirect it to this next page, click on the training new model, click on the other, wait for it to get created, open. Now from here, click on this continue button. We don't need to make any changes. But under the target column, we need to select the deposit. So type here deposit, type it carefully. Select this deposit, click on the continue button after that. Wait for it. Now scroll down, keep scrolling, click on the continue button. We don't need to make any changes. Under the budget, I will type 1 and click on this start training button. Okay, so wait for it to get created. So once the training get completed, simply under the search bar, we need to search for the cloud run. So remove this Vertex AI and type cloud run. Now we need to open it in new tab. So right click on it and open it in new tab. Right click on it, open it in new tab. Okay, so come back to here to the URL or the tab. So once the page get loaded, simply click on this automatic product proxy name. Wait for it to get open. So while it's opening, simply come back to the lab, click on the check my progress for the first tab. So you will get the green tick for sure. You can see assessment is completed. Now scroll down, keep scrolling, keep scrolling. Click on the second check my progress. You will get the green tick in this also. You can see assessment is completed. Now for the third task, keep scrolling and yes, keep scrolling. Come back to the lab. एंड आपको क्या करना है, हमें इस यूआरएल की जरूरत होगी, तो आपको क्या करना है, सिंपली कम बैक टू द फर्स्ट टैब. जो ओरिजिनल टैब था वहां पर हम आएंगे स्ट्रक्चर ट्यूटोरियल वर्टेक्स वाले में. एंड हियर वी नीड टू एक्टिवेट अवर क्लाउड शेल. फॉर दिस सिंपली क्लिक ऑन दिस एक्टिवेट क्लाउड शेल बटन एंड वेट फॉर इट टू गेट सिंक्रोनाइज्ड. Click on this continue button. After that, come back to the lab, scroll down a little bit and copy this file name, that is payload.json. Very carefully copy करेंगे इसे. Come back to here, wait for it to get synchronized. It is still under the processing. Click on this got it button and we get logged in into a cloud shell. Okay, so now you can see our project ID is not set. So for that we need to set our project ID. So how you can recognize whether your project ID is set or not, अगर बाय डिफॉल्ट कई बार सेट आती है, कई बार नहीं आती है, तो कैसे पता करेंगे कि सेट है या नहीं? सो इफ योर प्रोजेक्ट आईडी इज ऑलरेडी सेट, यू विल सी अ येलो आईडी हियर, आपको एक येलो आईडी दिखेगी, मतलब आपका प्रोजेक्ट सेट है। और नहीं ये सेट है तो आपको सेट करने के लिए ये स्टेप्स फॉलो करने होंगे जो अब मैं कर रहा हूँ। तो क्या करना होगा, टाइप करना होगा जी क्लाउड config set project space and then come back to the lab for the project id, copy this project id, come back to here, paste the project id here and hit enter button, and your projects will get set. Click on the authorize button, wait for a time, and you can see our project id is set. This is the yellow id I am talking about. After that, simply come back to the lab and once again copy this payload.json file name, copy it carefully, come back to here. Now here type nano first and give a spacing, then paste the name and hit enter button, and it will open a file editor in this terminal. Okay, so now for the content, simply come back to the lab, copy this content, come back to here, paste it under here under the file, paste it very carefully. Now listen to me very carefully. आपको क्या करना है, यहाँ से exit करने के लिए, फाइल को सेव करने के लिए आपको Ctrl+X दबाना है पहले, then Y, then hit enter button, and you will see your terminal once again. Okay, simply come back to the lab, scroll down and copy this code from automl to proxy equals to, till the equals to हमें copy करना है, come back to here, paste it on the terminal. Now don't press enter button, अभी हमें एक URL चाहिए, so for the URL come back to the next step, copy this URL, come back to the previous tab, now paste the command here or the URL here and hit no, don't press enter button, अभी भी enter button नहीं hit करना है, simply come back to the lab and copy this version 1, copy it very carefully from the backslash to the version 1, come back to here, paste it here and hit enter button now. Okay, so now come back to the lab, scroll down or simply copy this command first, come back to here, paste it here and hit enter button. Okay, so आपकी कोई एरर नहीं आएगी क्योंकि आपने ध्यान से सही से कमांड जो है पेस्ट किया है। अगर कोई एरर आ रही हो तो एक बार मेरे से मैच कीजिएगा कमांड, उसके बाद पेस्ट करिएगा। ओके, so now come back to the left for the last command, scroll down, keep scrolling, copy this command, come back to here, paste it here, hit enter button and wait for this command to get run. जैसे ही कमांड रन हो जाएगा हम क्या करेंगे, लैब पे वापस आएंगे, स्क्रॉल करेंगे, क्लिक ऑन द चेक माय प्रोग्रेस करेंगे, हमें ग्रीन टिक मिल जाएगा। पहली बार में नहीं मिले, डोंट वरी, ट्राई 2 to 3 टाइम, यू विल डेफिनेटली गेट अ ग्रीन टिक. It will take a little bit time to update the settings in the server, so wait for it. You can see assessment is completed. Now congratulations, our lab is also completed. Click on the end lab button, come back to this, click on the submit button, give the star rating that you want to give, wait for it to get appear. Click on this, give the additional comment if you want, click on the submit button. Now come back to the main page to verify whether our app lab is actually completed or not. To see, for that simply scroll down, keep scrolling, open it. Now you will see a green tick beside our lab, it means we successfully completed our lab. Okay, so this is the solution. अब आपने सारी लैब अगर कंप्लीट कर लिए हैं तो आपको इस लैब के रिगार्डिंग जो है ये लैब का बैच मिल जाएगा। तो बैच मिला है या नहीं कैसे पता करना है, तो आपको उसके लिए एक डेडिकेटेड वीडियो है जिसको फिर से आप आई बटन में क्लिक करेंगे, आपको वीडियो मिल जाएगी, आपको पता चल जाएगा कि कैसे चेक करें कि बैच ऐड हुआ है या नहीं प्रोफाइल में। ठीक है, तो वीडियो वो देखना मत भूलिएगा ताकि आपको कंफर्म हो जाए। ओके, सो दिस इज द सॉल्यूशन ऑफ दिस लैब। इफ यू लाइक द वीडियो, मेक श्योर यू हिट द लाइक बटन, हिट द सब्सक्राइब बटन. इफ यू हैव एनी क्वेरी, यू कैन आस्क मी इन द कमेंट बॉक्स और ऑन द टेलीग्राम ग्रुप. ओके, सो दैट्स इट फॉर दिस वीडियो. थैंक यू वेरी मच. गुड बाय.